Greetings, Minecrafters! It's Nonsanity here, and welcome to episode 19 of the Primus Unabridged series. Today, I think it's time to go into space! That's right, it's time to start Galacticraft. And I've got a bit of a room behind me I'm just about done with, so let me show it to you. Let's get started. Alright, let's go in and we'll just give you bearings. Alright, we got the Thaumcraft room, we got the blue room, the yellow room, Thaumcraft, got Pneumaticraft, got Witchery, Portal, and now, in here, this will be the Galacticraft room. Bit big for what I need. And over here, through this hallway, is the silo. And that is just a temporary roof up there. I'll be taking that down, and we'll be making a retractable roof that can be activated with a button, which I've already placed just to see where I want it. But we'll get into that in a moment. I like these micro-block little features I've got in this room. I was playing around some more. Some interesting ceiling stuff going on. I'm not sure about the floor yet. Trying out the concrete. I had the concrete here in the hallway, because I used it to line this silo up to the surface. But might do something different in here. Wait and see. But I need to put in the final pieces of the room. 1, 2, 3, and then 3 of these, and it's done. Still got to do the actual hallway itself, but yeah, I like that. That works. Have some room for monitors on the sides, and put various machines and consoles elsewhere in the room. So yeah, this is the design I came up with. It's similar enough to, say, the blue and yellow rooms that it sort of fits in with them. But it is its own design. So I think we're ready to get going in here. So let me gather up some pieces, and I will be right back. Alright, let's start making some Galacticraft machines. I'm going to want to make the electronic compressor. But to make the electric compressor, you need some compressed stuff, so you need to make the regular compressor. The regular compressor takes a basic wafer, which means you need the circuit fabricator, and that's where you start. So make some aluminum wire. One batch should start me off well enough. And I'm going to make 3 circuit fabricators. So let's take these up here, and I think I'll put them right here. Now let me put one down here first. So we've got a green side. Alright, just the one side. That's where the power comes in. So I'm going to run the power behind them and put them down sideways. So they're all connected? Yep. Looks good. Put down the tesseract. And just put it there. Good enough. Alright, they're all getting power. So the basic wafer, look for it here by eye. There it is. We need diamonds, silicon, and redstone torches. So, got redstone, got diamonds, silicon, yep, and make some torches. Sticks. There we go. So let's toss these in here. I should get some more silicon. There, full stack. Oh, I didn't make a full stack. Oh yeah, I was thinking torches when I got. Get some sticks again. I was thinking regular torches and makes you 4, but there we go. Alright, so that's making basic wafers. That should make us plenty to get started with. In fact, it's already made us enough to make the first of the compressors. So do that now. Compressor. How many of these guys am I going to want? I just want 2 to start with, because I'm going to stop using them pretty quickly and switch to the electric ones. Come on, make... Oh, we gotta wait for it to do the regular anvil. There we go. 1, 2. See, I think the electric compressor just takes 2 different types, yeah. Bronze and steel. Also going to take the advanced wafer. So I'm probably going to have a whole bunch of these, maybe like 8 of them, so I'm probably will make those early. Compressor. There we go. 2 of those. Alright. They are powered, I think, by coal. Let's go put them down and take a look. I'm going to start them off here. Yep, they take coal. Thought so. 2 piles of coal. And the electric compressor takes steel and bronze. I know I have steel. Yeah, that's the electrical. I didn't want to use that. Do I have bronze? Yes, I do. Alright, put some bronze in there, split it, and 2 of those. So those will make the parts that I need. And I think while that's doing its thing, it's time to do the silo. So let me gather some parts, and we'll build that. Alright, here we are up on the surface. There's the clock tower. Ta-da! And this is where the rocket will launch from. This is the outside gantry. Using a little bit of the immersive engineering structural cables to tie everything down, just to make it look neat. Excuse me. Soda. Then the catwalks mod for those things. And then I have used microblocks to figure out what parts of this is going to be visible when it's open and what parts are not. And you can see there's a cover here, concrete cover, and then a factory block cover there. So I've sort of laid it all out here. That one is anti-block cover. I don't think that one's going to be visible. Well, no, it looks like it should be a factory block cover. So let me swap that out. When I was building it, I was playing around with different materials. So there we go. That looks right. So what I've got is frame carriages from Remain in Motion mod. I've got 4 directional carriage engines. I've got some redstone conduit, some toggle latches from Blue Power, and some wireless receivers. That button down there has a wireless transmitter behind it, which I'm going to have to go down and figure out what channel that was. So let's go into the walls here and take a look around. Do those need to be there? I don't think so. Alright, so the way it's going to work, it's going to split in the middle. Actually, let's go ahead and start laying a door on each side. Laying out some of these blocks. Now, no, that doesn't go there. It goes here. I need my screwdriver. I think it's a screwdriver. For Remain in Motion. Found it. All right. Continuing on. I have to break a few blocks here. Because these things can be clicked with the screwdriver to make them so that they will not attach to anything on the sides you clicked. I'm going to click it there. So now the only side that is orange is this side over here. So I'm going to put down some more of these. I just need enough to fill in the hole like that. All right, and then every other one. See, I had this arranged so that they're on the right side. Let's see. Yes, this is good. All right. So now I've got to go around and click on all the sides I don't want to connect to anything. Oops, too many. So just like this, all the way around, all the orange sides, except for these two. I've got some plain ones here. Actually, I'm going to have to get above like that, there, and below these. Oh, break that. Actually, I want that side to be open. Okay. Continuing around. Lots of these to do. All right, so that's all the sides. Now I got to do the bottoms. Because as it slides back, I don't want it grabbing the walls of the chamber. It won't be able to move if it did that, because chamber's attached to the entire overworld. All right, bottom's done. Now do the top. Clickety, 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 click. All right. That is done. I will do this other half after I've got this one wired up, because I need to... If I put in the ones in between, I wouldn't be able to click them with the screwdriver, so we need to be able to move this. So that's the next step. How to move it. I like to move it. Move it. All right, now this one I'm going to place like that, so it's going that way. And this one, if I break this, get up here, I break this too. There we go. And place it like that. All right, so that one is moving towards me, and this one is moving away from me. So right now, well, let's just go ahead and rig this all up. 2, 3, 4, 5, because that's enough to get it completely hidden, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, these teeth will be completely out of the way in 5 steps. So when this line gets powered, this is going to be triggered. Now I want to come in here and set it to continuous motion. Same for this one, continuous motion. Now this one I'm also going to give lines, but I'm not going to start it right underneath, because this is the going back line. It's got to be 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now see, it's moved. As it closes, it's going to be moving along this one because it's lit up. And when it takes this last step, it'll stop because it's now no longer touching this. Whereas this one, when I power it, will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it'll stop here because it's no longer above one of these. So now I just have to rig them up to some controls. What I'm going to do is put this down. All right. Now see, this line is lit up, but it's not doing anything because it doesn't go all the way to this. And that is the close line. But, and this should work now. Flip the switch. Here it comes. Oh, it stopped. So I missed something. What did I miss? Is it hitting something? Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's one I missed. Alright, gotcha. Alright. So now it's all the way back here, and because it's no longer next to this powered rail, it has stopped. But I can flip it, and this rail lights, and it slides until it slides off the rail, and then it stops. Alright, we've got a working one side of the door. And we come in here. It is completely through the door. Alright, so now we can put back some of these blocks that I took out. That one there, there, there. Oop. So anyway, get over there. From this side, nope, gotta walk around. Place it like that. Now all the side panels, I'll leave some of them off because I'm gonna have to work on the other half. I can do these three. Alright. So that should look sealed from in here. Yep. No holes. Alright. Other side. Let's just do a little bit of movie magic and say, hey presto. Alright. The second door is in place. So let's put down the same rails. Again, don't want that one there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. One there, there, and there we go. Flip it. I missed something again. Well, I tore everything apart looking for some piece that was still connecting. The observant among you might have noticed that on this side I forgot to set them to continuous motion, which is why it only moved one space. So I got to put everything back. Got to listen to my own instructions. I'll be back when I've reassembled all these little... Not there. It's got to be below. All these little pieces. See you in a moment. Alright. It is now back to the way it should be. So flip the switch. And it opens. And everything that's exposed in here is yellow and black, but the outside is all still concrete. Alright, so now let's hook it up to the button. So I need to go down here and figure out what channel. Scroll down. There we go. Oh, silo doors. It's already set. 3388. Okay. So put the button back on. It's Carpenter's button. And now we got to hook it up to the button. So that just takes the wireless receivers. So I'll put one there. Silo doors. And one over here. Also silo doors. Push the button. And there they go. Closes. Push the button. It opens. Very nice. And this button is easy to flip, so even if it's not all the way closed, it will immediately switch directions every time the button is pushed. So now we have real doors up there. Pretty good. Wanted to do that. How are these guys? We've got 63 of the basic wafers. We've got 64 of the compressed steel and 32 of the compressed bronze. So we can go ahead and start making a few other things. Dong. So let's run over here. Toss these ingredients in. Let's see. I won't need those. I can put my screwdriver away. Excuse me. All right. I want the electric compressor. So, advanced wafer. Oh, I still need that. So I need redstone repeaters. Make a stack of those. I ran out of redstone torches. Stick. Just make 6 stacks of torches. There we go. And now, whoops. I want those back. And I want to make more of them. I'll pick them up and then right click to get a full stack. Other ingredients, I need that, and diamonds, and 2 silicon. Okay. So on this one, we'll toss these ingredients in. And that should make us the advanced wafers. Should have had that running while I was working on the silo, but I forgot. We'll get 1 as soon as it's done here. There we go. Run down, toss it in, and make the first. Oops, I'm missing more of the aluminum wire. I'll just make a stack of it this time. Did I run out of white wool? I thought I had a ton of wool. Oh no. Alright, I'll have to set up a sheep farm. I need vast quantities of wool because I don't have vast quantities of wool. That's why I need it. Okay, now this guy, again, it's on the side, which is an annoyance, because now it's all going to have to be facing the wrong direction. And it's going to need some power. Brought some power cables. Let's move this. Whoops, too much. I'm just hitting too hard. There we go. So I'll make a few more of those using these. I got 5. Don't need 5 right now. Oh yeah, sideways. Don't need 5 at the moment, but I might eventually. Or 6. Now I will say that I've just learned that with the upgrade to the next version of this pack, we have a choice to make. Let me get some iron. What other compressed metals? We need copper, tin, aluminum, steel. Where's my tin and aluminum and steel? Oh, and copper. There we go. So iron, steel, copper, tin, aluminum. Oh yeah, and each of these has to be 2. Should have just gotten 2 stacks of each, but it's okay, I can do that later. So they should all be running. Yeah, as I was saying, there's a choice to be made. And I ask for your input too, though I'm primarily going to be going with all the Primus guys, but if my audience favors one over the other, then likely the other Primus guys' audiences will favor the same. So the question is, do we want to add more tiers of rocket? Right now we've got 3 tiers of rocket, up to tier 3. We can bring that up to 8. 8 tiers of rocket. And a whole lot more planets. With some new materials. All the planets are basically just lifeless rocks like the Moon and Mars. One of them has a biome. I think that one you need to get pretty high tier to get to. Step back from the clanking. And that's with the mod called Galaxy Space. So we have the option to add Galaxy Space to the game. That's all we can add if we add that, because it's going to add a lot of new IDs, and we've sort of run out of IDs. This is a big pack. We've got a lot of stuff going on in the unabridged pack. It is unabridged, after all. Got 104 pages of stuff, and that's with some things disabled from view. Now, we aren't using necessarily all of the IDs, or we don't need to use all the IDs. Unfortunately, if we remove a mod like Bibliowoods, which we don't need because there are other ways to do what that mod adds, if we remove Bibliowoods, that removes a lot of IDs, but it looks like Forge doesn't reuse old IDs that are freed up. So we're basically reaching the top of the limit. Every new mod we add gets tacked on to the end. And we've sort of reached the end of that list. We can't add any more mods after one more big one. So we have the choice of either Galaxy Space, or the other option is Aether 2. And the Aether, if you're not familiar with it, you build a portal, like a old classical Minecraft portal, nether portal. But instead of using obsidian, you use glowstone, and you put a bucket of water in it. And then that will transport you to the Aether dimension, which reminds me a lot of Twilight Forest in that it's one dimension that has bosses and its own mobs and its own terrain, and it's something else to explore. Same with Galaxy Space. They're both good exploration mods. I don't know which one I prefer. I like the idea of both. It'd be nice to have more planets to go to, but the planets are going to be generally the same. I think the mod continues with the dungeon design. So you find a hole in the ground, and it's a dungeon. Oh, I've got lots of cobble now. 3 million. Little cobble gen I made. So you find the hole in the ground that has a dungeon. At the end of the dungeon is a boss, and I think it just continued the idea of bosses being a regular mob, like the creeper or the skeleton, wither skeleton, but much bigger and fights differently. So there'll be a few new boss mobs. And with their own chests and rewards, and that's how you get the plans to build the higher tiered rockets. This has been busy. Let's get all these enchanted things. So, yeah, I'm not sure which one I prefer. This is a little disenchanter that I built. It's going to take off whatever is on these fishing rods. It's probably a lot of the same thing, and stick them in here. You have 8 efficiency 1s, 5 power 2s, 11 unbreaking 3s, 5 power 4s, and some double books. Basically, whatever enchanted items I put in here get sent up to this guy. Also, any books. And then it's set to repeat, so it's just going to keep taking off whatever it can from here, and the books end up down here. And I think the disenchanted items come back to this chest to be manually disposed of currently. But we've also got, some actual books here. XP boost. I'll just grab these and put them away in the system. Put away the cable. What else we got? Oh yeah, these plastic bags. These are interesting because they have things in them. Alright, so safari net. Some plastic. And some sand. Alright, those weren't too interesting. Well, these are boring. Ooh, I got a piece of paper. I didn't have the piece of paper before. And that one's empty. Alright. That was a bust. Slightly more interesting are these guys. These have mobs in them. Let's go... Where is it? Over here. Oh. I gotta do something about my kobolds, I bet. I remember this thing was for the instability orbs. But I can put these things in here. Ocelot. Cool. I wanted an ocelot. Get out. Whoop. Get out some safari balls. Safari gun. Missed. Well. Gotcha, kitty. Alright, let's eject another one. Sheep, don't care. Squid. Creeper. Good way to kill the other two. Nothing. Sheep. Another ocelot. What is that? Oh, it's from Twilight Forest. Wild boar. He seems to be stuck. Oh, he actually glitched through. Strange. And a deer? Where did that one come from? I didn't... Alright, that's all of them. Nothing that I want. So I can go ahead and turn the grinder back on. And get my safari nets, because it was sucking them up. Alright. So I got an ocelot in here. Good. 2. Actually, I think I had one. I think I already had one. They should all be gone now. Yes. All right. Well, that was one other thing to check to see what I had in those. So sometimes you can get... I've gotten TNT before, because that's sort of an entity. These I'll just throw away. Yeah. Nothing particularly interesting. I like this little trash can that you've always got with you. So I'll just put it all into the AE system and get a new batch of stuff from the fishery. Not doing anything there. Oh yes, these guys. This thing is probably full. It is. No, it isn't. It's very close to full. I guess I'll let it fill it up. And then I'll move them all upstairs to live with their friend, where they can worship me, though I haven't bound the statue yet. All right, well, let me get ready for the next step of this, and I will be right back. Well, that took a while. Yeah, I've been trying to automate these compressors. I mean, they don't really have to be automated because you don't need tons of things, but I wanted to try. I started using Steve's factory manager, but it was getting so fiddly and long that it just, nobody else was going to want to do it that way. The one nice thing about Steve's factory manager is that you can pick the slot you want to put things into. I can say put something in here and something in here. I can also check to see if something was in there, but it wasn't working perfectly and it was going to be really long and complicated. So I thought, all right, let's just do it the dumb way, which will work. So what we got, they're all facing me. All right, so the fronts of all of them are facing me. That lets you put the power in the back, input in the top, output is down there on the bottom. The outputs are all coming back to this chest, so you see they're appearing here, and some of them are disappearing. And then I've got filters for ingots here, and another filter on the back for some of the plates, and another ingot. And each of these has a filter saying what goes in. Like here it takes the 3 compressed items that make this recipe. Now, when it starts piping them in here, it's going to put them in the wrong slots. So you have to manually come in here and arrange them for the batch you want to get going. And then as long as it keeps getting more, it'll put them in the right places and try and balance it. And it'll try and do a good job keeping it going. But you have to manually get it started. Then for the ingots, they're a little bit easier. Each one of these has a filter with just that ingot in it. Here's the bronze. And you send it bronze when it's idle, and it'll work. It'll fill up one slot, then it'll fill in the other slot. But it's this one definitely has to be slightly manual. It'd be nice if you could ghost these slots and lock them, but there's code in there to try and make it so that when you pipe stuff to it, it does a good job. It's not perfect. But it's been busy. I've got lots of materials now. Looks like it's just about to finish with the little bit of bronze I let it recycle. There you go. That should finish it off nicely. I'll put these in the system. I got plenty now to start making things, so let's go make things. What do I need to go into space? Well, I need a real launch pad, which is somewhere here in the middle, I thought. Where is it? There's 2 different ones. One for rockets and one for the moon buggy. I just saw it before. Is it on the second page? Oh, here it is. Second page. Blocks of iron, compressed iron. I can do that. Alright. So let's run over and replace the temporary one I had down using microblocks. If you see way down there is like coolant gel for the rocket. It's actually liquid cobalt. Way down below. I just thought it looked like a nice color to put down below. You can just barely see it, but There we go. We have our launch pad. Next. Let's go ahead and put these concrete pieces away. Next, we're going to want a rocket. We're going to want a Tier 1 rocket. Well, actually, no, we need to make the NASA workbench first. So, find the workbench. Where is the workbench? I could just type in workbench. Why don't I do that? There it is. I should have all that. There we go. Workbench, which is a nice model. Let's stick it over here. Bang. Alright. So now we're going to need to make the pieces of the rocket. So, back to Galacticraft. There's the rocket. We need a nose cone. Make a nose cone. We need 4 rocket fins. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need one of the engines, which requires some subcomponents. I'm going to make a couple of these because I'm going to need them later on. And this, again, I'll make a couple of those because I know I'll need more later on. I'm not sure I have flint and steel in here that is unused, so I'll go ahead and make one. And I'll make the engine. Oh, stone button. Really? Yep. Don't have a stone button. I used them all up. Engine. And then it just needs a bunch of the heavy-duty plate. 8 of them. Which I can definitely do. Okay. Let's run over and assemble this up. Dun, 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 dun. Always got to do this in first person. Behold my rocket! Let's run back over here and put it down. And I'm in the wall. Oh, where'd it go? I should have put it on the stand. It's just vanished. There it came back. It was there, it was just invisible. I guess because I placed it and I wasn't in... No, it's just invisible. That's weird. Can I get in it? I cannot. Some sort of weird bug. Now it's back. I'm building that off center. Well, let's open the doors. Maybe it wants clear sky. Nah, it's still not showing up. Okay. Maybe it doesn't like being on these scaffolds. So let's get a different block. Some of the concrete. Alright. Oh, needed 9. I only get, what, 8. Alright, now I can put these down. And rocket. There it is. Okay. I guess it just didn't like the scaffolding. It's still a little bit high. Can we get you back off again? Can I get in? Well, it seems to push me away now. I can't seem to get in it, though. Okay, this time... Wait. Now I've got 2 of them. Yeah. Uh-huh. I'll be right back after I figure out what's going on here. We may need to do an update before I can mount my rocket. I'll be right back. Alright, I relogged, and now it's sitting on the base. Oop, and I can get into it. Alright, well, let's not launch right now. Let's get out. Alright, so that was just the issue. I just had to relog for some reason. Alright, well, let's close the doors. Still working. Alright, so we got the Tier 1 rocket sitting there, and nice. I didn't plan it. I should have, but I wanted to make sure that door did face the room, and it does, so I got lucky. 25% chance, because the location of the launch window and the hallway, or launch room and the hallway to it, I really didn't have any other options. So I'm glad it's facing this way. Alright, these things should all be done. That one will have leftovers in it. And I could take... Oh, I never set one up for iron, did I? What was this one? Copper. And I'll just go ahead and put the iron in there and let it run. I should make a few more of those machines. But I got enough materials now for a while. Alright. Next, I need to be kitted up. I need oxygen mask. I don't think I have an iron helmet in there, so let's make that first. Alright, I need the breather. So, like I said, I needed tin canisters and the screen. Toss that in. Need some oxygen pipe. Make a bunch. There's that. And I want one of the frequency modules. Don't have any more of the redstone. Just make a stack of them. Alright. And I need a parachute. And let's go with a green parachute. Well, it's just... Whoop, I need to make the cloth. 1, 2, 3. Make the white parachute. And then if I want it to be green, I have to dye it. Lime. Really? I don't have... Oh, wait. Scroll down. There you go. Oh, no. It has to be actual dye. Well, okay. It doesn't matter. I'll just use the white one. Alright, so we go into this one and toss them in. I'm geared up, except for the oxygen tanks. And I'm going to go straight for the heavy oxygen tank, because why not? So, to make that, we need red wool, tin canisters, and compress. I got those. I don't have red wool. Okay. Which colors of wool do I have? I have some gray wool. And I have some red dye. Let's make 24 red wool. Four of those should be good for now. Now I need to fill them. So for that, it is the... Where is it? What's up here? I'm going to need a fuel loader too. While I'm at it, make one of those. Okay, oxygen collector, oxygen compressor, decompressor, bubble distributor, sealer, detector. I want the compressor, so I need another one of these. There we go. Now I need a source of oxygen. Now, I don't think last time I played Galacticraft, which I think was last series, but maybe I just didn't notice it, that there was, where is it? Somewhere in here. Or maybe it's in a future version. Let's see, separator? No. See, there's the electrolytic separator from Mechanism. I've used that to create the oxygen. Let's just go ahead and do that. Do I have the parts for that? No, I'm missing the middle piece. Alright, whoop. Do I not have gold dust? I don't have gold dust. So, run around this guy. I really do need to make some basic processing machines in the new base. I keep coming back here to do that. Grind me up some gold dust, please. Oh, I had a lot in here. Okay. When I was making electrum. Alright, back we go. Whoop, it's yellow. Why is it yellow? Where is it leading to? It's not leading to my base. There we go. Always watch those colors. Alright, here we are. So put all that into the system and put a piece of it there. Alright, got that. Make this. I'm also going to need a water, one of these guys, so I can give it water. I'll pipe water underneath, or from the back, and power, and then I'll attach to this, and this will get power. And then, how fancy do I want to get? I'll just hook it to my pouch. So I will need an ender chest, but I'll come back to that. Alright. Where should I put it? I'll put it over here. Right here. Yes? Yes. So, water source. Oh, this one I do need to pipe it, don't I? I think so. Yeah, it doesn't push out like the reservoir does. Could use a reservoir. No, we can use this one. We'll use this one. I'll just have to put it down one level. Get one piece of liquid duct. So put the duct down, drop below, and, oop, nope, not there. There. So you're going to auto extract, and you're going to pump it up into the bottom of this guy. Oh, I put it sideways. All right. Come back here. You go there. And you go there. Okay. And that. You should be getting water. You're getting water. You have power. I guess just because I had it in my inventory. So the hydrogen, we're going to dump the hydrogen. The oxygen will be going into the fuel loader, which I think comes in that side. Oh, no, not the fuel loader. Wrong one. This guy. Electrolytic. Oh, the oxygen compressor. So energy, oxygen. Is that the wrong side? I guess that could be the wrong side. Let's go around to the back then. Yes, all right, now it's getting oxygen. And then the power will come up over here. And what I'll do is I will, get a tesseract. Just because I love having tesseracts everywhere. That's why I have so many on me. Who wants to run wires? And some cables. So I'll come down here. Come down here. Run cable to the... Why am I falling? Run cable to the electrolytic separator. And up to this, which will also power that. There. Power and oxygen. So now I can toss an oxygen tank in there. And it'll start filling it up. it would be nice to be able to have them here in my RF tools pouch already filled. And if I drop an empty one in here, it gets filled up. So I'm going to do that. Let's put that away. And let's go put the fuel loader in place. We'll do it on the back side. There we go. And you see it connects now with the rocket launch pad. So we'll have fuel and power. While I'm here, might as well set up the power. And for the fuel, so that's getting power, yep. For the fuel, do I have a fuel? Oops. No. Oh, I used up all my oil making plastic. Alright, well, I'll have to refine some oil. In the meantime, let's get the RF tools pieces that I need. So, I need RF tools over here. And go to the last page, which is where this stuff is. I need the remote storage module. And modular storage. That. Let go. Alright. Now run back to the other base, which is where my RF tools widget is. And I'm going to put it in this slot because slot 2 is the page. Oh, no, wait. I don't want slot 2. I want slot 1. Hold on. Go back. Slot 2 is the return. That's what I'm usually hooking up to the remote things. But now I want slot 1. Okay. So let's go over here. And if I put it right here, and I stick into it that, and change the format there, you can see it's the same as my tool pouch. Excellent. Now, we get, oops, go into that tool pouch, get one piece of conduit, and 2 filters. How's this oxygen tank? It is now full. All right, good. Perfect. Okay. These are both going to be ins and outs. Insert is anything. Extract is going to be... Oh, I can't... I want it to be any that's not full. Normally I would say, here's a full one. Put any, well, yeah, maybe that'll work. All right, blacklist full oxygen tanks. Nothing's going to come in here because only oxygen tanks are allowed in there. So everything else in my inventory cannot go in there. But I toss in an empty. And it's not going. Oh, wait. This has to be set to in and out as well. Poof, it's gone. It is in here and is getting filled up. All right, good. Excellent, that works. Here we're going to extract only completely full ones. All right, so when that's full, it should pop back into my inventory. Oh, it's getting full. So let's check it here. It's going up. When it's full, it should pop back into my tool pouch. And actually, I'll go ahead and toss in these 2 empties. And they should get filled in turn. See, it holds, what, 2,000? 2,500? I think 2,500. Almost there. Almost there. I noticed that there's in most of the Star Wars movies, there is a pilot that looks a lot like me that dies in every dogfight. All right, so we've got a full one, and it's filling up the next empty one. So now, wherever I am, I can always pull out a couple of spares from here and swap them for what I've got on, and then put the empties back in here to be refilled. That is a nice safety feature. That and my teleporter to get me back home. Okay, so I'm geared up with my helmet and my parachute and oxygen mask and oxygen. I don't need it for the moon, I don't think. But while I'm thinking about it, these things, the thermal gear, that's using up a lot of wool. I'm definitely have to make a sheep farm. I may do that in between episodes. I'll show you when it's done. But I know I'm going to need this for Mars, so I might as well go ahead and make it now so I don't forget about it later. I am liable to if I don't do it now. So there, thermal gear. Unfortunately, it looks like, even with my instructions to hide my armor, it does not hide this. So from now on, I'm going to look like this as long as I've got the thermal armor on. Not really to my liking, but at least you can still see my tool belt. All right. Anything else? Oh, yes, fuel. Fuel. Let me go scrounge up some oil, and I will be right back. All right, well, we've run out of time for the episode, but I went out and I got the oil, and I was trying to decide whether I should use the refineries from BuildCraft or the ones from Galacticraft. So I've rigged this up. I've got my bedrockium tank of about 10,000 oil, going into two of these and two of these. Power coming in the top, outputs to the front, each going to a bedrockium from a fuel. This one you can see is going up 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This one's going up 6. Wait, which digit was I looking at? I was looking at the tens digit. 4, 5, 6. This one's going up 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is faster. These are faster. They might be taking more energy, but I'm not sure. And I got the energy to spare, so these are the better. But since I got them all, let's go ahead and just consolidate to a single. Whoop, not there. Right here. And then I will... What happened to the other barrel? It's probably here in my inventory. Somewhere. Yep, there it is. And I will set this to insert and this to extract. And that'll drain it out of this one and put it in the other one. Okay. So, I will now be getting the fuel there. And since I wanted to end this episode with an actual launch, I'm going to jump forward after this has filled up, and we'll be right back. It is time. I brought the tank over here, stuck it in this hole, and piped it into the fuel loader, which still has about a half a tank, and this is now full. So it's time to do the right stuff walk. Slow motion. Oh, I need a few things. What is it? Iron, tin. Alright, these are the materials. These aren't the right amounts, but aluminum, tin, iron, advanced wafers. That's what you need. Time to go into space. Goodbye to the world. I'm off into the wild galactic yonder. Oop, probably helps to open the doors, doesn't it? Yeah. Let's go over here and can I push the button? Missed it. How do you do anything in this view? There, and button. Button. There we go. There's space. I like space. Back in the ship. Alright. Here we go. Launch. 19, 18, 17, 16. I'm not going to let the booster try and land on a boat. That doesn't seem to work very well. Currently. If any of you follow SpaceX. And you should. Alright, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Whee! I seem to have stalled. Did I run out of gas? Oh, nope, there we go. Made it. Alright, Earth. Zoom in on Earth. We're going to create a space station. So we have iron ingots, advanced wafer, tin ingot, and aluminum ingot. Create. There it is. Zoom in on it. And launch. And we are here. Thump. And this chest should have our rocket. And it does, and I'm floating all over the place. Boom. Alright, so now it's time to actually build something in here. But that will wait for the next episode because we have completely run out of time. I might have to trim some of the more boring bits. Next stop, the moon. But first, we really want to make a cool space base. I want to do something big. And maybe, just maybe, I can get some of the other guys from Primus to join me in the endeavor. But once again, if you saw the last episode, which was sort of like an extra, look for the extra. I was talking about making panels out of, what was it, like a anti-block covers. So I've got some in here, I think. Yeah, something like this. Put one here. These are 2 blocks thick using Armourer's workshop. And I'm imagining using these a lot for the interior surfaces of the space station. But it'd be cool to have lots of different designs with like panels and wiring cables and maybe some designs that span several of these panels. And just decorate the whole spaceship with it. And if you guys want to help out, you can design them and share the designs with me, and I will add them to the space station and give shout-outs to everybody that contributes. So you can get a piece of yourself on the walls in here. You don't even have to be a Patreon or anything. Not that I ever did set that up. I don't need your money. Well, I could use it, but you could use it too. Call it even. Just give me likes and subscriptions and get more people to watch. That's more fun, I think. Anyway, this is Nonsanity, signing out. Take care, be good, and see you next time! Of course.